Me, myself, and I. It's me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. It's me, myself, and I.
Welcome to episode Nueve. Booyah! Episode 9, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, I am your host. You are listening to Me, Myself, and I am your host, Mike Betancourt, here, live at the VGB studio. Freestyle dust up right now. Yeah. Get down with it. Me, myself, and I. Boom. Dropping the mic. Booyah. We done, ski. We're done. Hello, everyone. No, not hello, everyone. I gotta get used to this. Greetings, MMites. Greetings. Hello. Welcome back to episode Nueve. You are listening to Me, myself, and I'm your host, Mike Betancourt, and I thank you, everyone, for coming back. Coming here. Corey, what's up, buddy? Congratulations on the new job. Ladies and gentlemen, Corey has a new job. He is now in charge of me. That's right. I paid him to be in charge of me. My life is in his hands, so... Excellent, Corey. Actually, no, Corey worked for NRG. That is, do you have a clip up here where I always mess up on where you work at? Can you write it down real quick? What do you do, sir? Is that possible? Is that possible? Impossible. Because I hate being rude, and I'm just so happy for him, and I don't give the right job descriptions to people because I'm an idiot. When it's longer than I'm a comedian, I'm an actor. He is, there we go. He works for NRG, and he is director of social media, ladies and gentlemen. He is the director of social media. I'll say it one more time so I can remember. He is the director of social media for NRG. Ladies and gentlemen, please give yourselves a round of applause for him and saying thank you, Corey. Yeah, Corey. So congratulations on the new job, sir. Excellent. Did he leave? Did that guy leave yet? Did the lawnmower guy leave? No, he's still... Folks, if you can hear a lawnmower in the background, I apologize. It's not our fault, okay? Corey and I, we decided to switch weeks because every Sunday when I come over here to record, me, myself, and I, guess what happens? Lawnmower guy. And so Corey decided, hey, Mike, let's just switch. I'm like, sure. We switched, and guess what he's doing? He's mowing the lawn right now. And he went on Corey's side, too. This is the way. I swear to God, I think the Illuminati is listening to us. And they're following our every move because I became a political atheist. And I became a free thinker. Now they're after me. They're like, send in the Mexicans. Send in the Mexicans right now. Muévense. Let's go. Vámonos. Do I mow here? And every week, Corey's like, no, it's on the other side of the house. On the other side of La Casa. The other? Okay, senor. I go right here. Oh, he's still talking? And we know he speaks perfect English. We know that for a fact. That is the biggest scam I've ever heard in my entire life. Any Mexican that says they don't habla inglés is bullshitting you. They're lying to you. They speak perfect English. As a matter of fact, they probably know more English than anyone will ever know because that's the scam. See? Oh, Mike, you're against Mexicans? Maybe, because I'm Puerto Rican and we do that. We hate each other equally. That's what we do. But I'm on to you, Mexicans. My voice cracked like Miguel J. Fox. Oh, Miguel J. Fox. Miguel J. Fox, no, you no sé. You're my madre. But I'm on to you, fucking scammers. You are. Oh, you no sé. But if this gardener, if we didn't pay this gardener, he'd be like, hey, motherfucker, where's my money? Right? Oh, now you speak the English. You don't speak the English. Shut up. You're a goddamn liar. Don't trust them. They understand. Okay, yeah, don't trust them. Even the old, don't trust the older ones. They're like, hands are shaking and they look all innocent. Those are the masterminds behind it all. I'm just saying. I'm on to you, Mexico. I get it. Maybe we should just build a wall around this house. A soundproof wall, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I said soundproof, not the wall. I don't want everyone to get, Mike's he's a Trump supporter. Blah. I'm a political atheist. Remember that. All right. Did he leave? He's gone. He left. El patron. Goodbye. Hasta luego. Let's get started on the show. First of all, I want to congratulate the Chicago Cubs for finally making it to the World Series. Yes, it's going to be clubs. It's going to be Cubs versus Indians. That's going to be a great series, and I'm excited to see it because A, the Giants are not playing. I'm happy for that as an A's fan. I don't like the Giants. You don't like the Giants? Why? Because I'm an A's fan. I'm jealous of their victories. Okay? Anytime I see a Giants lose, I believe in. Corey, were you one of those believing people? No? Good. Thank you. I'm glad. Because people, I believe in. It's the even year. Believe in. And guess what? The odds were against you. Sit on the bench with me, bitches. You're right here with me. But that's going to be a fun game. And I'm glad it's happening because, honestly, I'm sick and tired of hearing about this goddamn election. It's been nothing but noise, and it's getting worse. Anybody see the debates again? The he said, she said, he said this and she said that and blah, blah. I'm just going to plug my ears, and just watch the World Series and enjoy it. The election's in November, and I'll worry about it then. They're going to take our rights away. They already did. It's all right. It's fine. But I'm just so sick of it. It's annoying. Donald Trump is this, and Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are friends, and blah, 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 blah. If we're not going to stand up and do something, why do we need to talk about it? Let's just, God, I wish I was ignorant again. But you know what? I'm going to enjoy the club. Why am I keep saying clubs? The clubs and Glindians. I'm going to enjoy watching that. And I hope the Cubs win. What, over 100 years? They haven't been in the World Series? That's a long time. They're past due. And big ups to the hardcore, diehard Cubs fans. You guys been in through thick and thin for a century. So I hope you win. So what does that mean? That means Cleveland is coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Not Cleveland. Well, no, I said Chicago. Oh, my God, I messed up. I don't know my sports. I'm rooting for the Cubs, but at the exact same time, I'm going to root for the Indians because Cleveland is coming up. There we go. Switched on it. Don't hate me. This is what we do. We mess up, and then we move on. The Cleveland Cavaliers are champions. The Cleveland Indians have a chance to be a champion. What's that mean for the Browns? Nothing. The Browns have zero chance this year. Zero. I'm sorry. You guys are just gonna have to forget about them. They have zero chances. They're not gonna make it. Are you kidding me? They get their every time someone plays the Browns. What is it? It's a bye week. It's a bye week for them. All right, guys, we got practice this Sunday. We're playing the Browns. The only way the Browns are ever gonna win the Super Bowl and take the gold and make it is they have to break all the rules. They have to take steroids. They have to rip people's faces off. They have to rape women. Just kidding. That's already been done. Ask Ben Roethlisberger. Anyways, they have to viciously play. Like they have to rip people's faces off like they did in Any Given Sunday. You ever seen that movie, Corey? Never seen that movie? Any Given Sunday with Al Pacino and Jamie Foxx as Steamin' Willie Beeman. Oh man, watch it and you'll become a man. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. It is a man's movie. I'm steaming Willie Beeman. I keep the girls creaming. Boom, boom. Mike, how dare you make fun of Corey? How dare you make fun of your producer? Well, Corey, if you don't like it, say something about it. Okay, see? He's not going to say anything about it. Anyways, I need to move on before he unplugs me. Let's talk about the podcast of the day. The podcast of the day, I highly recommend everyone to listen to, is Video Game Bang, hosted by Corey Vincent and Aaron Carter. Booyah! Wait a minute. You're talking about Video Game Bang and you're at the VGB studios? What are you doing? That's called cross-promotion, bitches. But it's actually a really good show because, A, it's very fun. You talk about video games and pop culture and everything like that. And I was on one of the shows, so you should listen to that. It was a very fun one. Right, Corey? Say something. See, he's not, fuck, why does he ever say anything? Say at least one thing. Whatever. Maybe he'll talk when I'm on his show again. Oh, that's right. He hasn't invited me. But that's okay. I want everyone to listen to Video Game Bang. They're very fun. And you guys are streaming on the weekends, right? Streaming like steaming Willie Beeman on the weekends, making the girls creaming. Booyah! Not mowing any lawns because he ain't Mexican. Anyways. I'm having fun, ladies and gentlemen. I'm having a lot of fun today. And that's the problem I've been dealing with this podcast. You see, I've only been podcasting 9 times now. If you think about it, I've only been podcasting 9 times, and after every single show, I look at Corey like I'm a fucking foster kid. Was that good? Was that good? Was that funny enough? Huh? Was that good, Corey? Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Shut up. But you guys don't understand. As a stand-up comedian, we live and die by our laughter. So when it's all silent and Corey doesn't give me any feedback, I don't know what's funny. Okay, I don't get. I get like text, LOL, lols. Great podcast, lols. I don't know, man. I'm just addicted to laughter, and when people don't laugh, I don't know. It just throws me off. But I'm enjoying this because I'm speaking from my mind. I'm actually making my thoughts become relevant through my lips. If that makes any sense. It doesn't make any sense, but that's what this podcast is for. I can't be funny all the time. You can, but I'm trying to be funny all the time. You know, but I'm not gonna be like, hey, I'm Mike Betancourt, I'm the funny man. Hey. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just be a clown, a creepy clown, and not attack kids, attack adults, and beat the shit out of them, especially the ones that mow lawns every single Sunday that I'm here. It's ridiculous. Anyways, got some sad news. Kevin Meaney passed away. Did you guys hear about that? You know who that comedian is, Corey? Comedian from the 80s. Excellent. He was on the Johnny Carson show. He wrote for a couple TV shows. He's a veteran comic. He's known everywhere. Big in the San Francisco area. Just recently passed away on Saturday. If you don't know who he is, look him up. He had this catchphrase called "That's Not Right." It's where he would act like his mom and say, "That's not right. You wearing those big pants. Why are you wearing those big pants? That's not right." And it was so funny. And he has this song at the end of his set that says, I don't care, these jokes are not flying, but I don't care. I'm like, that's so hilarious. For a comedian, okay, there's a difference. Let me tell you, I'm going to break this down, ladies and gentlemen. Comedians, we do give a shit. We care about the craft of stand-up comedy. Okay, we really love it. We live by it. We die by it. We care about it so much. But if people are not laughing at the jokes, you can't care about it. You can't just like, oh, they're not laughing. They're not laughing. You got to really not give a shit. Even though I just said it was very difficult for me to podcast because I don't hear the laughter because I'm addicted to laughing. But you know what? You can't care. It's the main fundamentals to separate yourself. When you're performing, you gotta let go and not care and not give a shit. If you ever want to get into stand-up comedy, that is the number one rule. You cannot care about what people think about you. You can't. You gotta be like Frozen and let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Cold never bothered me anyway. You gotta let it go. You do. I remember the first time I did stand up, I threw up the first time. But you know what? I still went up, performed, gave a shit, and it was really, really like, it really just, giving a shit too much, it just ruins you. Okay? Don't give a shit what people think about you. Really don't. It's none of your business what people think about you. Hey, Mike, you're a great person. Hey, Mike, you're a piece of shit. That's your opinion. I know what type of person I am. You know? It's important. It's important not to give a shit. It is. Because politics. Don't give a shit about it. I'm telling you. It's a joke. It really is. I mean, what do you think George Carlin has been teaching us? What do you think Richard Pryor and Bill Hicks, what have they all been saying for all these years? What were they saying this whole time? It's a ride. It's a joke. The whole system's rigged. It's all against us. So why do we not? That's how you start the global revolution, ladies and gentlemen, is not giving a shit. What if everyone just stopped giving a shit? What if everyone just went, you know what? I'm just going to stand in front of my house and sit down. I'm going to smoke some weed. I'm going to drink some beer and not give a shit. All of a sudden the cops, wait, put your hands where I can see you. I don't give a shit. What if we all did that? What if the whole world just said, fuck it? What if we went one day called the fuck it day? Fuck it. I don't give a shit. I'm putting my hands up. I'm just going to not give a shit. Do you know how much money this whole world will lose in one day? Do you know? Oh my God. They would lose so much. They would freak out if we just. But you know what? I have to say this. If we had world peace, the world would be broke. Seriously, we would. If we had world peace, the world would fall apart. War is good for us to keep it profitable, and it gives us something to be angry about. Could you imagine if we were all happy all the goddamn time? Wouldn't that get annoying? It's good that we're living in this society today, ladies and gentlemen, so we have something to be angry about, be passionate about. Because when our kids' generation, when they grow up, they're going to be all happy and harmony and living in all this, and they're going to look at us, and they're going to be like, oh, those people were angry all the time. What is that? And that's when the aliens invade planet Earth, is when everyone's happy, when everyone loves each other, when we're all holding their hands across America, loving, I love you. We're all one. Let's hug a tree. That's when the aliens invade us, just like on the Simpsons episode. So remember that Simpsons Halloween episode, Corey? Do you remember that one? A long time ago? Yep. That's a prophecy. They're just waiting. So as long as we have anger inside of us, aliens will not invade us. Nope. They won't do it. Not a chance. Not one chance in hell. Corey, remember that? I don't want to talk about the topic yet. Remember that topic I wanted to talk about? I don't know if I should talk about it now. I'm in a different mood. It would just be like this weird damper, you know? So I'm at this episode right now where I wanted to talk about a certain thing, but it's 11 minutes left? I don't know what to talk. I don't want to talk about it. It was, now I'm like hyping it up, making it worse than it is. We'll talk about it. I can't talk. All right, fine, I'll talk about it. Fine, I'll do it. I'm forcing myself to talk about it. It's I don't give a shit if you don't like it, whatever. I was just trying to find the energy to sway myself into it, but whatever. This is my podcast. This is what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about one thing. What I learned from Kevin Meaney is to not give a shit about things, ladies and gentlemen. You can't, because when you lose people in your life, they're gone forever, okay? And you have to move on, and that's what I'm here to talk about. There's a specific thing. When you lose a loved one, it's terrible. I know. It's the worst. I lost my father when I was 17 years old, okay? It was the most hurtful, depressing thing that has ever happened to me in my entire life. I don't wish that feeling on anyone, even on Donald Trump, even on Hillary Clinton, even on the horrible, heinous, evil, corporation we call the government nowadays that became what it is right now. I don't wish that pain upon them at all. I don't, because it's a horrible feeling. It really, and I was close to my dad when my dad was a preacher, and he was very powerful when he performed on stage. When he was, I mean, he didn't just go, Lord Jesus, let me help you, let me love you, let me help these people over here. No, he would get into it. He was powerful. He was big and boasting, and he cared, and he was passionate about helping souls. He didn't give a shit about money. He didn't give a shit about having churches. He didn't give a shit about having riches or fame or anything like that. All he cared about was touching souls. That's all he cared about. He had this magnetic personality that would instantly connect with people, and I saw that, and that's why I became a stand-up comedian, because that's why I learned how to perform on stage by watching my father perform, and it was amazing watching him just rock the crowd left and right. He was like a professional wrestler as a preacher. He was just that big. He was like the Hulk. Roar! In the name of Jesus. Roar! Hulk smash. Roar! Right? It was powerful. But at the same time, he was abusive towards me and my sister. It was because he came from an abusive lineage. His father was abusive to him. And my dad was also born with diabetes. So he never took care of himself. So when he was when he had horrible mood swings, he would just be locked on that mood swing because everything on his insides was all messed up. My dad was a great dad. My dad was a great father. He taught us how to respect other people. He taught us how to respect each other, even though he beat the crap out of us. But hey, what are you going to do? You can't get mad about that. I can't get mad about that, because what I've learned when I lost my father was the one thing I did, and I strongly, highly recommend anyone that's about to lose their father. This is what it's about. Let everything out that's inside of you. Let it all out. Don't ever hold anything in. Okay? I promise you, if you do, it will be the best thing for you ever. Because I did it the wrong way. When I was 17 years old, my dad called me up. He's like, son, I want you to see me today. I'm like, Dad, I can't. I'm about to go with my friends. I'm about to go see a movie. He's like, well, when you get back, can you come see me? I'm like, sure. And I went to go see the movie Half-Baked. I was 17 years old watching Dave Chappelle and Half-Baked. And I had a great time. I wasn't stoned. I was not high at all. And when I got back from watching the movie, my mom, my grandma, my sister were crying. I'm like, what happened? Like, your father passed away. And I was guilty. I felt guilty because of it. I felt really guilty because of that. And it hurt me inside. And I said, you know what? I'm going to torture myself for letting my father down. And I did. I tortured myself for a very long time. I just held into that guilt. And what better way to deal with your emotions and to deal with that? You know what I did? I joined the military. Do you know what that did to my emotions? It made my anger on steroids. I was very angry all the time. And then when I got out, I was depressed and angry. I was just like this horrible lost soul because I never dealt with my problems. Never did. Until I met my beautiful wife, until we had a beautiful baby, Grace. She's an amazing girl. And then my other one, Olivia. Having both girls taught me how to be a dad. They taught me how to be loving and have fun with them. And I made sure the best I could to my ability to stop the pain with me. My dad was abused by his father, and my dad abused me, and it stopped right here. Because when you lose a father, losing a father can bring out the best in you and can bring out the worst in you. And if you want to stop that pain, it's going to bring out the best in you. When you lose a father, and I'm not talking about losing a mom right now. I'm not talking about losing both parents. That's not what this episode's about. This episode's about the underground club called the Dead Dads Club. Seriously, it's there. It's out there. It's It's like the Fight Club. You don't talk about the Dead Dads Club. Second rule, you don't talk about the Dead Dads Club, but technically you do. When I lost my dad, I was like, oh wow. When I first lost my dad, I was like, wow, I'm part of the Dead Dads Club. And then I just started making fun and talking about that because dealing with comedy helped me get through that. It really did. I learned how to be really, really, really funny. And then on top of being big and powerful, how my father was, it taught me how to be like that. It taught me how to be really funny and taught me how to be fearless. And being part of the DDC, I remember I talked to this one person. I was like, hey, so you lost your father? And he's like, yeah, I lost my dad. I'm like, oh, so you're part of the DDC? He's like, how do you know about the DDC? Everyone knows about it. I don't know how it's a magical thing. If you're a part of the DDC, you have a job to do, ladies and gentlemen. Girl, boy, it doesn't matter. If you lost your father, you are part of the Dead Dads Club. And what you need to do as a Dead Dads Club is you need to raise everyone else up. It is your job. When you lost someone so close to you, it is your job to take that emptiness and fill it up by helping someone else, by cheering them up, by entertaining them. Look at Brett Favre. Brett Favre lost his father. And what happened the very next day? Brett Favre threw 399 yards and 4 touchdowns. Was that for his dad? Absolutely. Did people in Green Bay love that? 100%. Because it brought the best out of him. He was throwing, and you know what? We have something in common. He's part of the DDC. I'm part of the DDC. DDC! Yeah! DDC! I don't wish that upon anyone. I hope no one ever loses their parents. But when you do, just realize you're part of that club, and you know what you need to do. It molds you who you are today, ladies and gentlemen. It really does. Because without that loss, I don't know who I would be right now. You know, I love my dad. I miss him, but I'm a father now, and I got to pour all my love and fun into making my girls have a wonderful imagination, and we have a great time. I've never said anything bad about my dad to my girls because they don't need to feel that pain. So now, when they grow up, they're going to have feeling what a dad's supposed to be, and they're going to have fun with their kids. And it continues. The happiness continues and goes and goes and goes and goes. So if you want to have a revolution, ladies and gentlemen, this is how you do it. You need to be happy. Okay? Fighting and protesting, they ain't going to do shit. You know why? Because people are just going to keep talking about it. You need to be happy. You need to love one another and have a great time on this earth. I'm telling you, having fun is important. Laughing is important. Because us as human beings, we go through so much shit. So if you're being depressed, you're not alone. Okay? I know I've been talking to a lot of friends recently, and I don't know what it is, but this depression cycle it's a huge wave with a lot of people recently, and it needs to stop. And for people that don't understand depression, please do me a favor. Don't go to someone and go, oh, you're depressed? Well, all you got to do is cheer up, buddy. Right? You got to take your head out of your ass and just cheer up. It's different. You're stuck in your mind. When you're depressed, oh, this just cheered me up.
Me, myself.
Booyah! That's what gets you out of depression. Me, myself, and I. Anyways, when you're depressed, ladies and gentlemen, you have to realize they're stuck in their mind, okay? They're stuck and they're sad, and eventually they will get out of it. And I pray each and every one of you get out of their depression, listen to me, myself, and I, and have a great time, ladies and gentlemen, because we're here on this life one time around. Let's have a wonderful time here and have fun. And don't hire that Mexican that's mowing the lawn. I swear to God, if he's back here next Sunday, I'm going to interview him. I'm going to check his papers, God damn it. La migra, all that shit. Hey, migra, ah! I'll just give him some mota, and he'll hook me up. Hasta luego, ladies and gentlemen. You've been listening to me, Mike Selmadai. Thank you so much. Corey, thank you very much. And I'm Mike Bencourt. A tortellini with a bacon.